Alright, man, listen up, folks. You know when basketball season starts and they make those first brutal roster cuts? Well, guess what? Drake just held his own little Instagram tryouts, and let me tell you, not everyone made the team this time around. Now, first up, the big headline, we got Drake unfollowed none other than LeBron James. Yup, King James got cut from the Six Guys lineup. And it wasn't just a casual swipe. This one seems to sting. Now, why do you ask? Apparently, LeBron got a little too cozy at Kendrick Lamar's concert, enjoying Kendrick's diss track against Drake like it was his favorite jam. Imagine Drake scrolling through IG, seeing LeBron vibing to Kendrick's Not Like Us, and just going, nah, we ain't doing this no more. You know Drake, he's all about loyalty, I guess. But if you're out here dancing to his rival's diss track, you're definitely getting benched. And it didn't stop there with LeBron. Drake went on a full-on unfollowing spree, cleaning house like he's trimming the fat off a roster. Joe Budden, cut. Playboy Cardi, cut. Kendrick Lamar, obviously cut. Actually, that was overdue. Rick Ross and DeMar DeRozan, gone too. It's like the first round of rap tryouts and these guys didn't make the squad. But let's not forget, Drake is sentimental. He's probably sitting there with a tear in his eye like, man, LeBron, we had so many pool parties together, but you just had to cross me with Kendrick, fam. This is basically Drake's way of saying, I'm taking my ball and going home. And if you're not with me, you're against me. And just to keep it spicy, Drake's still following Kanye. Yeah, Kanye, the man who's been his arch nemesis for years. It's almost like Drake is saying, you see, I got room for reconciliation, but only if you're not out here dancing at my enemy's concert. The pettiness level here is legendary. In short, Drake's feelings are hurt, y'all. He's acting like a coach who just watched his star player try out for the opposing team. So don't be surprised if you hear some subliminals flying in Drake's next album. I'm calling it now. There's gonna be a track called Bench Warmers or Starting Five, where he's airing out his whole IG drama. Stay tuned though. It's looking like the Drake Drama League is only getting started from here. Let's talk about it. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy, IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.
What up, YouTube? It's the Top G. And if you're not subscribed to the LaFlare Lounge, then you better tap in now.
Yeah, what's happening, man? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. It's free to show love. It's free to show love. Just hit the like button. I'm not actually doing nothing else. So look. Drake got the IG tryouts and he made his first round cuts, right? Some people calling it sensitive. Some people saying, Drake, get over yourself. Oh, you still just sitting here thinking about the battle. Let me say this first. I don't even know how y'all be knowing who he unfollowed. So let me first say that. I don't really go through Drake's mentions, his search bar, and type in names. I didn't know who he was following previously. I don't know who he's following now. So let me first just say this. I'm just going off the strength of Twitter, and they're saying, hey, Drake unfollowed some people, and he unfollowed these people. Now, honestly, I ain't mad at it. Now, the biggest one, pause, was LeBron James. Now, I kind of find that one a little hard to make sense because I can't tell a grown man what to like, what not to like. But if I did see somebody I called a friend turned up at the biggest concert of the year, and the concert is basically off the back of me losing a rap battle, and he's losing his mind to the diss song that's calling me a PDF file, calling my friends weirdos, things of that nature, I might just have to hit the unfollow button too. I can't get mad at you. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you don't be friends with that person. But maybe I am in my feelings. Maybe I am a little sensitive. People take this unfollow thing a little too serious. You know, because for me, it's like, man, maybe for my mental health, I don't want to see my friend on my timeline and my algorithm turned up at the goddamn pop-up concert. That's just how I roll. That's just how I make sense. So for me, it's just like, ain't nothing wrong with a little unfollow. Man, get yourself together, man. They'll be all right. Now, when it come down to DeMar DeRozan, yeah, you got to get cut, brother. I understand you from Compton, so I realized where your loyalty would lie. You know, I did a lot of stuff for you, though. When you came to my city, I looked out for you. I kept them boys from giving you a legas. You know what I'm saying? Them boys from shooting on you. You know, things of that nature. You was just a little Compton nigga wearing dirty Chuck Taylors in the snow when you came to my city, and I hooked you up. I looked out for you. I'm the ambassador of the squad, so I thought that our rapport was a little bit better. But you know what? I seen you up there with YG skipping and hopping and cribbing and docking and all that whatever stuff y'all was doing, that LA shit y'all be doing. So you know what? You gotta get cut too. As far as Playboi Carti, I'm a little confused with this one. I know that he was on No Face, and then when they actually put it on the digital streaming platforms, he was no longer on the song. So that may have to do some business, or, you know, I'm not sure. I really couldn't tell you. I really don't understand that one. So, hey, no face, no case, right? But if you ask me, I probably would have been unfollowed Playboi Carti once I seen that he was walking around with a little thong up his ass, or fucking something that snap at the bottom, because, you know, that's not the type of people that I hang around. You know what I'm saying? However you live your life is your own lifestyle choice. But niggas who out here wearing feminine clothing and starting the trends like that, hey, not really my thing. But then again, Drake paints his nails. So maybe he was just, you know, out femining him, and that's why he decided to cut Playboi Carti. Joe Budden is probably the most unserious cut, because they actually like each other. They're frenemies. That's what they are. They're frenemies, because Joe Budden and Drake are so much alike that I think that they don't know how to be friends with each other, because they both like really live and die from this rap shit. They both probably date the same women. They like the same women. You could tell that their personality is very narcissistic, kind of like, you know, they're very much alike more than they are not. And I think that that's the issue. I think that, like, if they were regular people, when it comes down to like going on missions, getting girls, yo, I need a 2-man, yo, they the right person. They need to holler at each other. But when it comes down to everything else, it seems as if they just don't know how to get along. And it's weird, because one minute Drake is giving exclusive information to Joe Budden, but then he's cussing him out under the IG profile. It's like Drake doesn't want Joe Budden to be critical of him, but he loves to hear the good things that he says about him. And it seems like he only holds people like Joe Budden to those standards, right? So to me, I kind of put this on Drake. I feel like Drake is the immature version of Joe Budden. And I just think that this is a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that they don't say. I notice Drake does a lot of things like right before the podcast too. So it seems like, you know, he wants to get covered. He sits there and he watches the Joe Budden podcast just to come at Joe. It's weird. They have a real frenemy relationship. They don't really like each other, but they love each other. It's one of those. Rick Ross, I'm not even sure what exactly the beef is for, but I know once the whole BBL drizzies and the fake noses and the way that they started going at each other, you know, body after fucking body, and you know, Rick reading Mama Miranda rights. It's kind of like they started taking personal shots. And my thing about it is, though, people that were once friends and they were like really buddy, it seemed like their friendship was very genuine. All of a sudden now they saying little backhanded things that they probably been thinking about each other, but because the relationship was beneficial when it came down to making music, it seems like now they're just letting everything out. Now they're just saying what they want to say about each other. They're disrespecting each other. It's funny. He's saying that Drake saying Ozempic comes with a side effect of jealousy, which is funny. People are always saying Rick Ross is on Ozempic, but we ain't seen him lose 1 pound. If anything, Kendrick's the one who exposed that Drake was on Ozempic, but that's a whole nother situation. But I don't really get this whole reason for their beef, but I know once they did started beefing, they started getting highly disrespectful. And then every time that Rick Ross said something about Drake, they were going at it about planes and shit like that. His plane crashed. You know, he talked shit. Then he went to Canada, Vancouver. They beat him up. So it's just a little interesting to me. I don't really get their what their problems are, but I do think theirs is reconcilable because they was just having like rich nigga Olympics and shit of that nature. Like, oh, your house is 2 hours away. Oh, my house got a bigger swimming pool than yours. It was just an interesting back and forth. Shit that ain't got nothing to do with regular civilians. And Kendrick Lamar, I mean, need I say less? I mean, you lost to him. He ripped a new hole in you, my boy. He really went crazy on you. He disrespected you. He called you a PDF file. He evaluated every relationship you got down to your fake daughter, to your mother, to your dad. Meet the Grams. He stepped on your rollout. He's got you fighting for your life right now. I do like how Drake has kind of been quiet. Maybe he's in the lab just kind of relaxing. And he just sends any message he needs through academics. So I think that that relationship has been done. They've been beefing publicly for about 9-10 years. Nobody really knows the origin of why they're beefing, but at this point we know didn't like each other even before the battle. But yeah, get him out of here, cut him. Really not confused about this Kanye shit because I think that it seems like maybe they've reconciled already. I've been seeing reports that, you know, I think I seen like Kanye at a concert saying something about Drake, and I think that they're on good terms right now. They hot and they cold. I get it. But who isn't hot and cold with Kanye? You know what I mean? Right now, Kanye's best friend is like Ty Dolla $ign or something to that nature. Like, he doesn't really have friends. He just goes back and forth. You know, if you don't really like what Kanye says, or if you go against Kanye, or like if you say something that doesn't really favor what he says, he's gonna tell you don't know what you're talking about. You're not his friend, and then he's gonna go in on you on his next rant. So I definitely can see why they're friends now, but I don't see them being friends in the future. But I do think Drake is gonna address all of this stuff within the next music that he drops, whether it's an album, whatever it is. He's gonna address this. He's gonna take little shots at people. I understand it. He's going back to the Drake way of dissing, and that is very, very subliminally. I don't think that this whole coming at you thing is the best thing for him to do at the moment. Just continue to rap and keep it moving, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Do y'all think that Drake did the right thing by cutting these people out of his Instagram tryouts, or do y'all think that he's just being a light-skinned, sensitive sissy punk? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom.
IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.